You completely ruined this playthrough and your first time experience with this game because of your childish behavior. For your information, it was never funny to begin with. Congratulations. I guarantee you, this will bleed into everything else you do. What makes it even worse is that you will sit here and tell chat to be quiet and stop talking, and then immediately ruin the entire scene because you can't be quiet yourself! You have absolutely no respect for this game at all, and it shows. You spit directly in Hideo Kojima's face and mock his work. You can't apologize for something, then immediately do or say again what you just apologized for? That's a complete and utter contradiction! Stop lying and apologizing! You're literally the boy who cried wolf! Learn to take accountability. I expected better of you, and I've lost all respect for you. You're a narcissistic egomaniac. So when I streamed Metal Gear Solid 2, a friend of mine taught me how to make Raiden go, whatever, or get real in Codec conversations, and I couldn't help myself.
Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies. He was a...
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
Get real.
That was so good. It was so fun. Not everyone thought it was that fun, though. There's a comment down here by, say, Hagen. Let's see what they have to say.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
You're a real egotistical woman.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for it.
This person wasn't the biggest fan of that, but it was so funny. It was so I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. It was like, it was the greatest minigame ever created. That was my opinion. Finding the perfect moment to go, get real, whatever. With my Academy Award-winning voice acting, I will bring the following comment to life. You completely ruined this playthrough and your first time experience with this game because of your childish behavior. Your non-existent attention span, constantly interrupting every single solitary line of dialogue during a codec call, and then simulating the same interruptions in every aspect of the game when you can't do it via button press. For your information, it was never funny to begin with. You literally take it too far, and it's infuriatingly annoying. The game didn't cause your insatiable need to ruin every word spoken in it. You voluntarily did it to yourself. Congratulations. I guarantee you, this will bleed into everything else you do from here forward. What makes it even worse is that you will sit here and tell chat to be quiet and stop talking, and then immediately ruin the entire scene because you can't be quiet yourself! But that's not me actually telling chat to stop chatting whenever a cutscene begins. That's just sort of like me saying that I'm gonna lock in and watch the cutscene and I'll respond to chat afterwards. And it's also a bit of a joke. I'm like, oh, everyone shut up. Shh, cutscene. It's like just kind of like a fun thing. It's not me saying everyone stop chatting while this plays. Why don't you take your own advice and stay quiet during a cutscene? You love to cry about other characters being cringe in video games, then immediately act and speak exactly like them. Then you proceed to quote every single line of dialogue they have ever spoken. Guilty. I absolutely can't stand Prompto in FF15. I think he is the god emperor of soy, and yet I will still go, we're in the money, we're in the money. I just want to ride my chocobo all day. Stairs, they go on, forever they go on and on and on. You know, I think the Titus laugh scene from FF10 is cringe. Yes, I do understand the context, but I'll still go, ah ha ha! You are the embodiment of those cringe characters. What does that make you? Well, the thing is that I'm a streamer. That, by definition, is cringe. You know what I mean? This is not some high art form, like theater, like painting, like literature. That's not being held to the same standard as, like, refined works of art, you know, that are meant to be super polished and shit. You have absolutely no respect for this game at all, and it shows. You spit directly in Hideo Kojima's face and mock his work. Actually, I don't. As I say, Metal Gear Solid 2 was, for me, the most fun I had streaming from the MGS 1, 2, 3 trilogy. I think it's one of the best games I've ever played. It was some of the most fun streams I've ever had. I don't think there's any other game like it. I think MGS 2 is one of the best things ever made. It's like a self-contained, living, breathing world that is decades ahead of its time, and it's crazy how, in a lot of ways, it's more advanced and detailed than some modern games, as I say, from this day and age. Like, it's amazing. I'm all for having fun, laughing and cutting up. I don't know about that, mate, but this is entirely too much, and it's completely ridiculous. No one thinks your pathetic and perverse antics and comments are funny, but you and your echo chamber. Well, if you're in the echo chamber, thank you. Thank you for laughing at my jokes. Same boring joke, same fake overreaction, same lackluster comment, same fake apology, rinse and repeat for 14 hours every 30 seconds. That's cringe in its purest form that you love ever so much to cry about. You can't apologize for something, then immediately do or say again what you just apologized for. That's a complete and utter contradiction. Stop lying and apologizing. You're literally the boy who cried wolf. But that is the thing I do a lot on stream. I'll just do the worst thing ever and be like, I'm sorry chat, and then just immediately do it again straight after. But like, I'm pretty sure that's quite clearly a joke. Let us continue. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Well, the game slapped you in the face over and over when you tested it. That was gold, and I genuinely laughed. I'll give you that. But you are clearly not paying attention and not taking the story seriously at all whatsoever, because you have no idea what's going on story-wise, character-wise, and you've ruined every shred of tension, drama, and seriousness and emotion in the entire game, and you have no clue about basic mechanics that are shown to you and explained to you in the game. Guilty? Actually, not guilty. I'm playing MGS2 for the first time ever, and also I'm streaming, so my attention is divided. I'm holding conversations with a lot of people in chat at the same time. I do get distracted, that's true, but I know how the game's played, alright? As for destroying every shred of tension, I know what's going on in the story. I know what's going on in the story. Doesn't mean we can't have a moment or two like this.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Get real.
I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Whatever.
No, I'm still paying attention to the story. I still know what's going on. In fact, I'm locking in more because I have to really take it in so I can find the perfect moment to insert. Whatever. My cat Billy's over here. You know what, Billy? I think you need to get real. Whatever. You're a real egotistical cat. Is that enough? You even make up problems just to have something to complain about. Like when you said that you needed a key card selected to be able to open doors when you never had to do that the entire game! I actually don't remember what he's talking about, to be perfectly honest, but I can imagine I probably thought you needed a key card at some point, or maybe the door was just locked. You need a key card in MGS1 for something. You know, the one that like freezes and heats and room temperature and all that. I don't remember this. Even when you made the false complaint about it in VOD 5! Back in VOD 5, when you said this, you were actually wrong. He's like got it memorized down to like the VOD. The game proved you wrong in the same breath. Congratulations, you played yourself. You're constantly walking around in circles, making little to no progress at all, while screaming and yelling like a toddler, constantly relying on chat to help you instead of figuring out for yourself. Grow up. Well, guilty. When it comes to my sense of direction in video games, I am like Zorro in One Piece. Pretty good in a fight. Once I'm in the same room as the boss, I can do pretty well. Finding that room is the hard part. But, you know, in my defense, as I say, I do respond to chat a lot. I never want to ignore my chat. And there's times where I'm just like, all right, chat, where do I go next? I'm lost. Just tell me where to go. I don't think there's a problem with that at all, really, because I'm streaming the game. I like the community element of it. I like the back and forth. I like that you guys can type stuff and that affects what happens on screen. I think that's fun. It's the interactive nature of streaming. To me, it's not an ego thing that I figured it all out on my own, you know? I think if you want like a truly private gaming session where you do everything yourself, don't stream the game, you can stream that if you want, but I don't like ignoring my chat. It's a part of it. Let's continue. Also, don't bash the game when it's your fault that you're bad at it. It's not the controls, it's you. Learn how to play the game and do better. Just because you aren't playing the game as intended, getting flustered, mashing the wrong button, inputting the wrong direction, or just not paying attention at all whatsoever doesn't mean it's the controls. Learn to take accountability. The thing is, as I said, I think MGS2 is a fantastic game. I actually don't really have any major complaints about it at all. I think it's excellent. So maybe in the moment I would have gotten frustrated. Here's the thing. I think I would get frustrated about, this is not the game's fault, this is my fault, is I'm used to just fighting guys, but in Metal Gear Solid, you get seen once you can just get dogpiled by dudes dudes for like 3 minutes. That's not the game's fault. That's how it is. It's a stealth game. If I got frustrated at that, that's my own fault for forgetting that that's what MGS is, you know. I don't remember hating the game for that. Maybe I got pissed off in the moment, I don't know. But overall, I think Metal Gear Solid 2 is 11 out of 10. One of the best things ever made. I expected better of you, and I've lost all respect for you because of this playthrough that you intentionally ruined. It really showed your true colors. Next time you do your own voice acting for a game, I want you to have someone sitting beside you, verbally interrupting you during every single line of dialogue. Then tell me how funny it is when you're sitting there, beyond infuriated. That's not the same thing at all. It's just not the same thing at all. It's not like I sat in the recording booth next to like the voice actors for Raiden and Snake and was like, whatever, whenever they had a line. Like, I used a feature that Hideo Kojima, that the MGS2 devs put in the game themselves as a fun thing, and then I just timed it in a way that I thought was funny. I played the game as intended. I used the tools I was given.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me.
Not a chance.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
Get real.
But I can't go on forever. I know you want to get married.
You're a narcissistic egomaniac who's never been up to having an open discussion with anyone about anything. Well, actually, that's not true. I am probably one of the only YouTubers of my size in the entire world who will talk to literally anyone. In my own comments, in the replies to my tweets and stuff, I respond to as many comments as I possibly can on my YouTube and on everything. And I know a lot of streamers my size and above who don't do that at all. They just post and ghost and stuff. If you insult me to my face, yeah, sure, I'll probably respond with like a Red 13 farting face. But people who are respectful to me, even when they disagree, I'll talk to them. I'll joke with them. You're close-minded, and you completely disregard anyone who has a different opinion than you. That's not actually true. Like, say, let's use 7 Remake Rebirth, for example. I always say it's fine if you like it. You know, you like what you like. But I'm saying let's be honest about it. It's not 95% the same as the OG. But who am I anyways? In the end, I'm just some random dude telling you his opinion with a fedora and a katana playing Shin Megumi Tensei. Take it however you wish, which I'm sure, if you even read this at all, you reply with one of Raiden's sarcastic comments, like whatever, or get real. But what you won't call me is wrong. You're wrong. That's all I had. Tempting as I was to go, whatever, I thought, well, I'd just be playing into his hands. So I thought it could be funnier if I just do the one thing that he said I wouldn't do. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you respond to a 3-page essay. Like 1 word, 2 words. If you want to see the Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 playthroughs, they're all on my VODs channel. I'll chuck the link in the pinned comment of this YouTube video. And thank you. That was the angriest essay I've received on my YouTube for a very long time. Hope you enjoyed it. You know, like and subscribe and all those shenanigans and all that. And get out of here, okay? I'm walking here. Catch me on Twitch.